Hello guys! Magandang araw! Afternoon ngayon dito, 27th ng November, Monday. So, may pasok si hubby, may pasok din yung mga kids. So, mag-isa lang ako. So, may time tayong mag-vlog ng mahaba-haba. Okay? So, the topic for today is the things that we didn't know as a family before we moved in to New Zealand. Well, to be honest, may idea naman kami, but like in detail or in actual sense, syempre na-experience lang namin, na-realize lang namin itong mga bagay na to na i-mention namin nung naranasan na namin siya, nung na-experience na namin siya dito sa New Zealand. So, I have prepared a list and mahaba-haba siya. So, kung meron kayong kape, tsaa, merienda, kung ano man yan, sabayan nyo na kasi mahaba-haba ang vlog na to. So, I'll make it 2 parts. Itong part 1 na to, ito yung sa ngayon, so far, na experience na namin dito sa New Zealand. Okay? So, nakatira kami dito sa Auckland, New Zealand, and these are the things na we did not know, to be exact, nung bago kami lumipat dito sa New Zealand. So, number 1, thrift shops. So, as you know, mahilig ako sa thrift shops kasi kahit saan ka halos magpuntang streets dito sa New Zealand, meron, like kabilaan. And they have different items ranging from furnitures, office furnitures, home furnitures, kitchen appliances, mini appliances, up to washing machine. Sometimes meron pa silang refrigerator, meron silang microwave oven. The list is endless, guys. Like, iba-iba yan per op shop. So, ang number 1 na binibenta nila sa op shop, of course, yung damit. Yan, damit. Aside from that, furnitures, appliances, meron yung mga kitchen items, lutuan, pinggan, glasses, fork and spoon, knives, books. Okay? So, and hindi siya yung para sa particular type of people lang. Like, almost everyone makikita mo sa op shop na bibisita. Iba-ibang nationality, iba-ibang level ng tao. So, hindi siya actually pang mahirap. So, ang mga tao dito sa New Zealand, nagpupunta sila sa mga op shop because it's more practical na bumili ng mga used items. Kung hindi naman ganoon, like hindi naman ganoon ka-sensitive yung use ng item. For example is, gusto mong bumili ng used teacups. So, yung mga yan kasi pagdating mo ng bahay, pwede mo naman mahugasan yan, ma-sanitize, ma-disinfect. So, yung mga ganun ba? And mabibili mo siya ng mas magandang design. So, instead of buying brand new, tapos, like it's the same usage din naman. So, that's number 1. Number 2, the elder population is high. So, by the way, guys, I'm comparing, okay, my experience, my family's experience in New Zealand versus UAE, or maybe some of them in the Philippines. So, kasi since tumira kami ng matagal sa UAE, we lived there, ako 16 years, my husband 17 years. So, matagal kami tumira doon. So, ang comparison basis ko is Abu Dhabi, mostly, of these things that I will, like one by one mention it to you. So, yung number 2 is yung mga elder population dito, guys. Madami talaga. Like, minsan, magugulat ka kasi parang alam mo yun yung meron silang reunion. Kasi makikita mo, punta ka ng malls, may coffee shop na kung saan lahat sila andon, ang dami nila, guys. Yung lahat yun, elders sila, tapos nagkakape, magkakasama. Maybe it's a community, I really don't know. Kasi nakakailang malls na kami and laging may ganon na magkakasama lahat ng mga elders, yan, nagkakape, nagkukwentuhan sila. And not only that, like kapag kumain ka sa labas, namasyal ka sa malls, sa parks, madami dito guys, elders. Okay? So, letter A is elders, and letter B, malaki din ang population dito ng people of determination, guys. So, ang tawag namin sa UAE doon is people of determination. So, ayun, and people here have high regard to them. Nire-respeto sila, guys. Kung papaano yung respect sa bawat isa, ganun din sa kanila, guys. So, yung pag naghanap ka actually ng trabaho dito, isa yun sa itatanong sa'yo kung kailangan mo ng assistance. If for example, naka-wheelchair ka, ganyan, gumagamit ka ng wheelchair. So, isa yun sa interview questions mo pag naghahanap ka ng work dito. Okay? So, and I guess guys, the reason why malaki yung population dito ng elders is because ang New Zealand is a place of relaxation. It's a place of vacation. At madami dito ang pumupunta na like once na nag-retire sila, madami dito ang pinipili ang lugar nila. Ang pinipiling lugar is New Zealand. Kasi oo nga naman, like calming talaga yung lugar, guys. Like dito nga sa Auckland, it's a city na eh. And what more dun sa mga ibang places ng New Zealand na hindi considered as crowded gaya ng Auckland. So doon, like ang New Zealand, although hindi siya, like maliit lang ang population ng New Zealand. And yet, madami din sa percentage na yon is yung mga retired na mas pinili nila na dito sa New Zealand magsettle. You know, like some of them would buy a farm. Dito nagpapatay ng bahay once na retired na sila. Kasi dito talaga, it's nature, guys. So, you know, like, magiging healthy sila dito lalo at hahaba yung buhay nila. So, yan lang, guys. Number 3, used cars, guys, are a thing here in New Zealand. So, yung mga tao dito, guys, mas madaming bumibili ng used cars kaysa sa brand new cars. Yung used cars, guys, may warranty din siya. So, hindi siya, you know, hindi siya ganun nakakatakot bilhin. And then, may warranty na siya. Pwede ka pang bumili ng extra warranty para dun sa kotse mo. So, for instance, kami, no, binili namin yung kotse namin, bumili kami ng additional, I think, 3 years warranty. You know, just to have peace of mind ba. You know, and uso dito, guys, yung hybrid vehicles. So, as you know, mahal dito ang fuel sa New Zealand, and so one of the ways para makatipid ka dito ng fuel is yung hybrid cars. Of course, ang hybrid cars, mas expensive siya ng konti dun sa, you know, like gumagamit lang ng fuel alone. Pero, investment naman siya. Kasi guys, hindi mo kakailanganin bumili ng fuel all the time. Kasi pag pinapaandar mo yung sasakyan, pag ginagamit mo siya, ang ginagamit niya is, ang nagraran is battery. So, pag palobat na siya, dun pa lang siya gagamit ng fuel. And habang ginagamit mo yung fuel, habang actually ginagamit mo yung kotse mo, nag-charge siya ng battery niya. So, tipid talaga ng fuel. Okay? And dito yung mga tao, guys, mas prefer nilang bumili ng maliliit na sasakyan, like sedan. Galing kami ng UAE. And so, sa UAE, guys, like all over UAE, especially in Dubai, yung parang yung luxury cars, big cars, yun yung parang normal sa UAE. pagandahan ng kotse, palakihan ng sasakyan, pabaguhan ng sasakyan, yung ganon. It's a trend, parang it's a trend in UAE. Pero dito guys, hindi. Simple. Yun yung right term. Simple ang pamumuhay dito ng mga tao. Which is, yun yung na-appreciate mo. Kasi, dito guys, makikita mo lahat ng mga sasakyan. Most of them, makikita mo, luma na talaga. Yung pag nagmaneho ka. Madalang yung makita mo na, huy, mukhang bago yung sasakyan, makinta ba? Madalang yun guys. Kasi, dito sa New Zealand, affordable yung mga kotse na used cars. Like, those coming from Japan especially. So, makikita mo dito, used cars at maliliit na sasakyan ang gamit ng mga tao. Yan. So, anong next natin, guys? Ang next natin is most people here, especially Kiwis, are very friendly and accommodating. So, bigyan ko lang kayo ng example, guys. As you know, I shared in one of the videos na since newbie kami dito sa New Zealand, it's so difficult for us na makahanap kami ng bahay nung bagong salta kami dito. And even if, you know, like, i-search on the Google Maps, yun yung address na binigay sa'yo. Nung nasa CBD kami, CBD ng Auckland, the buildings are all the same, and some of the buildings wala silang pangalan. And it was so difficult for us na ma-identify yung isang pinuntahan namin na address. And there's this one local guy, guys. So, may nakita kaming isang babae na siguro nasa 40 siya, na Kiwi, meaning New Zealand local siya. So, when she saw us, I said hi, and nag-ask ako sa kanya kung pwedeng mag-advise siya saan yung address na to, kung alam niya. And in-explain niya, guys, na hindi daw niya alam kung anong exact building na yun. Pero, ang kaya niyang gawin is, i-advise niya na yung daw buong street na yun is called something like, nakalimutan ko na guys, actually, yung street na name na yun. And so, after that, we said thank you and said goodbye, and siya papunta doon, kami papunta dito. So, dumiretso na kami, and we saw her. Malayo na yung nalakad niya, guys. As in, literal, malayo na talaga siya. And then, still, we couldn't identify the building. And we were so late, you know. May nakasalubong kaming isang, I think, European yata siya na lalaki. And he looked like a traveler, you know. And then, when again, I said hi and then introduced myself and humingi ako ng tulong kung alam niya tong address na to, kung pwede niya kaming tulungan. And habang kausap namin, yung lalaki na yun, can you imagine, guys, yung babae na Kiwi na napagtanungan namin, na ang layo na ng lalakad niya, all of a sudden, binalikan niya kami, nasa tabi na pala namin siya ulit. And she was so concerned na tinatanong niya kung nahanap na daw namin. Kahit siya mismo, hindi niya alam yung address, yung building na hinahanap namin. She came back for us. Diba? Like, super extrang effort. And then, sabi nung lalaki, it's okay daw, siya na lang daw yung tutulong sa amin. And then, we said thank you dun sa babae, dun sa local na babae. And then, ayun, umalis na ulit siya. And then, so yung kausap na namin, yung European. Yung European, guys, alam mo kung anong ginawa niya? Nilabas niya yung phone niya, nilabas niya yung Google Map niya. And, he walked so quickly, like ahead of us, okay? Hindi na nga niya kami tinitignan kung nasa likuran pa niya kami kasi sobrang bilis niya. And he checked all the buildings one by one. Who would do that, diba? And talaga siya, nag-effort siya na alam namin kahit, alam mo yun, yung may dala-dala siyang bag, parang mukhang papasok siya ng school or may pupunta siya ng work niya. And he extended talaga help para sa amin, para makita yung location, yung address. So, in the end, siya pa yung nakahanap ng address. And then, like, malayo pa kami sa kanya. We had to run para lang mahabol siya. And, pinakita niya sa, I think this is the building, sabi niya sa amin. And so, we're so grateful sa, yun sa mga ganong klaseng gestures. Kasi, unexpected. Yung parang, usually, pag nagtanong ka, sasabihin lang nila sa'yo, di ba? Like, normally, kung kunyari, nasa Pilipinas ka, nasa UAE, you go that side, or go straight, turn left, turn right, yung mga ganun ba? Pero yung mga ganun klaseng tao, guys, hindi sila actually madalang dito sa New Zealand. Like, there's so many people like that. Very friendly, very accommodating. In fact, mapatingin ka nga lang sa kanila, kunyari mag-grocery ka, mapatingin ka lang sa kanila, babatiin ka nila ng good morning. So, ayun guys. Ano pa yung next natin? Ang next natin guys is, okay, things are very slow here in New Zealand. Especially the speed limit. So, ayun guys, as you know, I think na-mention ko na yon in one of my videos. Na dito ang speed limit is around 50 to 80. So, in UAE guys, 120, 140, 160, may nag-160 pa guys, believe it or not, sa UAE. And it is normal doon. Dito sa New Zealand, no guys, they take their time. And at the later part of my videos, ma-explain ko sa inyo kung bakit mababa ang speed limit dito sa New Zealand. Okay? Pero not only that, not only the speed limit, like, say for instance, meron ditong delivery. You cannot expect a same-day delivery dito, guys. Which is one of the points also na i-mention ko later on. Delivery would take like around a week or more. Ganon dito sa New Zealand. So, kung bibili ka ng regalo, guys, might as well just buy it sa department store, might as well buy it in the mall, kesa sa orderin mo siya and antayin mo siyang ma-deliver. So, it would take a week. Maybe more than a week. So, by the time na dumating yung gift, ireregalo mo dun sa pagbibigyan mo, baka it's too late. Tapos na ang birthday, tapos na ang Pasko, bago dumating yung inaantay mo na ipanre-regalo. And so, ganun din naman guys. Like, kung may ifa-follow up ka, may itatanong ka, may email ka na tao, it would take them very long bago sila sumagot. You know, they like to take their time. Even if nung nandun kami sa shipment collection namin sa may airport. So, like, ang office nila, I think, starts at 8. So, madami na kaming nakapila doon, and then isa lang yung nakaupo, and then, habang nagtatrabaho siya, okay, nag-aalmusal talaga siya. Like, in front of, like in front of the line. And, like, naka-line up yung mga papel namin, and kami rin naka-line up. And, nagmimerienda yung isang baen. Maybe we were mistaken na baka akala namin 8 o'clock. Maybe maaga siyang pumasok. We don't know. And then, like around 9 o'clock, another lady came. Tapos, mukha siyang, alam mo yun, yung bagong almusal. Kasi, yung food, may leftover pa siya in her clothes and in, like in her shin. So, and then, pag upo niya, like in few seconds, tumayo ulit, gumawa siya ng coffee niya. And, ganon, they like to take their time, guys. Like, chill dito sa New Zealand. Yun yung isa sa maninibago ka. Kasi, ang comparison ko is UAE. In UAE, guys, when you ask someone, like everything is urgent. When you buy something, everything is urgent. You expect something to be delivered in same day kapag nag-order ka sa UAE. When you call someone and when you email someone, you always expect them to respond to you like in a matter of sometimes an hour, 2 hours, ganyan. Pero dito hindi guys. Chill dito ang, ang mentality dito ng bansang ito. Which is, like, somehow it's also good for us. Maybe naninibago kami kasi galing kami sa fast-paced environment. And dito, baka dito magiging healthy kami kasi less stress. Like especially pag nag-start na akong mag-work, si husband nag-start na rin siyang mag-work. So, I think less stress dito sa bansang ito when it comes to those options. Kasi talagang dito, priority ang family. So, there is balance with work and family. So, yun guys. I believe masyadong mahaba na ang video na to, and I was supposed to make this video like all of the things na i-mention ko in one video lang, and I thought kakayanin siya in 20 minutes, and masyado akong madaldal guys. So instead na gagawin ko siyang one video lang, i-chop ko na lang siya, and gagawin ko siyang 2 or 3 parts or 4 parts kung saan aabot ang video na to para ma-explain ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga bagay na namin dito sa New Zealand that we didn't know before. Okay? So I'll see you on the part 2 of this vlog guys. Bye!